Oh, Sato, you're so funny and witty. What do you think my next Pokemon video should be about? That is a great idea. Hello everybody, my name is PokeChef Nick and I love three things. I love Pokemon, I love food, and I love Dave the Diver, the video game. It is one of the most relaxing games and possibly my second favorite game just in general. With the new DLC coming out on June 18th, I thought it'd be best to just show my appreciation and love for the game by designing 5 fakemon. But before anything, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and if you haven't yet, that subscribe button actually does a little dance if you haven't hit it yet, so it shows you where you want to click. It helps the channel, and we're going to keep making more Pokemon, and we're not going to stop anytime soon. Also, we do have a Discord, so come in and join the community. But to give a little bit of a rundown, what is Dave the Diver? You are Dave. He is a diver, surprisingly. Technically, he is forced into the job by Cobra, his new manager, who is so shady, and something is up with him, but we don't know anything about it, and I hope we learn about it soon. With the title of being a diver, our protagonist Dave goes underwater in the deep blue hole with a harpoon and an assortment of different types of weapons. Whilst underwater, we search for different types of fish and marine life and bring them up to make delicious sushi. Along with that, there is fun story and mini bosses, very big monsters as well, along with a whole bunch of little characters that just make the game feel more alive. You can farm, you can have a breeding area, heck, you can even have a branch. And maybe, just maybe, you can fight as Godzilla. That is a true, actual DLC. But enough about that, let's dive on in, pun intended, and I'm greatly apologizing already. Let's start with the main guy himself, Dave. This fakemon is called Barreldive. Barreldive, the deep dive Pokemon. The name comes from the barrel eye and dive. Barreldive is a resilient underwater Pokemon known for exploring dangerous trenches in search of rare ingredients and treasure. Its body stores compressed air and nutrients, allowing it to survive immense pressure for long periods of time. Barreldive can descend deeper than most submarines. Ancient shipwrecks are often found surrounded by groups of them. With the signature move, Pressure Plunge. Crash into the foe with a crushing deep sea force, has a 30% chance of lowering defense. If you can guess from the name, he is based off of a Barreldive fish. One fish that's just extremely unique, a fish that is so deep in the water, and it has a see-through dome that you can see its eyes and brain through. What do you see with Barreldive? Probably his eyes, just to make it friend-shaped. Its typical color is based off of Dave's wetsuit along with his goggles. Looks very squishy and slick. While its shiny is based off of his normal attire, something that he wears outside of the water. Next up, we have Cobroker, the Bullwhip Serpent Pokemon. The name is based off of Cobra from the game and the word broker. Cobroker is a sly Pokemon that thrives in black markets and crowded ports. Its handle-like neck can be held as its tail cracks loudly enough to stun prey or intimidate rivals. Its tail has been said to snap like a whip capable of splitting stone. It will never forget a deal, a grudge, or a friend. Its signature move is Broker Lash. Steal the target's held item if the user is not holding one, increases intimidation. It's kinda like Thief, but water type. Cobroker is going to be based off of the Yellow Belly Sea Serpent, which, you know, Cobra is not yellow belly in any sense of the term. His typical colors are yellow and pink, such as the shirt, and his shiny switches the pink to green. If you can't tell from the sprite work, Cobra has one single tooth that's golden, so Cobroker shares this. Next up is Shashima, the skilled server Pokemon. The name coming from sashimi and ma. Shashima are highly disciplined Pokemon that prepare food with astonishing precision. The blade-like board extending from their snouts can slice ingredients thinner than paper if desired. Shashima can become extremely agitated by poor quality ingredients. Some researchers believe that they can detect freshness from miles away, which is based off of the urban myth that sharks are able to sense blood from miles away, which is actually untrue. Shashima is based off of Bonsho, the sushi chef from the game, and also the long-toothed sawfish from the game that you typically encounter. Its shiny is just a really nice yellow gold. I will say that Shashima, out of every Pokemon in this video, may be my favorite. I love how he's bowing, I love the color, I love every single thing about it. His board nose is a sushi platter with wasabi, soy sauce platter, and 8 beautifully prepared pieces of sushi. And as the chef, I greatly approve. Next we have Eldoraurad, the Golden Guide Pokemon. I want you to imagine this. You are Dave. You were just dropped off into the freshwater river of the Amazon-like area, jungle, whatever you want to call it, and then out of the corner of your eye, you see seaweed moving. Curious. You go to inspect it, and in fact, there was no seaweed there. I guess it's just Dave seeing things. But then later in the story, Dave is lost, and all of a sudden, this humongous, and I mean giant, catfish creature comes and helps Dave. This creature takes Dave to a new underwater civilization. Instead of these sea people, we have river people. Maybe they have like a country tongue to them or some type of y'all. I'm from Pennsylvania, I can say this. This is my one prediction for this DLC. If it comes out to be true, I win. The name comes from Eldorado, AU, which is the letter combination for gold, and Urad, which is mythical. Eldoraurad is an ancient freshwater guardian seen by few but worshipped nonetheless in hidden jungle settlements. Legend says that rocks it rests on turn into gold that adventurers find as treasure. It rests beneath old flowing riverbeds. The flowing kelp on its fins purify polluted water wherever it swims. Its signature move is Gilded Current, has a 20% chance to burn the target, high chance of flinching, and the user receives more gold after battling. Now, a little bit about this one. With the new DLC in the jungle, Dave is going from saltwater to freshwater. And I absolutely love freshwater. One of my favorite games, and I truly mean my favorite game most likely, is Endless Ocean Blue World, in which you do go into a freshwater river and you do find a giant catfish that is technically golden. Catfish are bottom feeders that sometimes will suck up gold and the gold gets stuck underneath their skin, giving them a golden sheen, which is just really cool. That's just mythical at that point. Also based off of a red-tailed catfish, which is one of my favorite fish in general. Gave it a few extra fins, and also an homage to one of my friends' catfish, Metallica. He just died during the creation of this, so he lives on in Eldoraurad. Its shiny turns from gold to silver. And no, this was not just an excuse to learn how to draw gold for Golden Week. And finally, our last Pokemon is technically more than one. We have 3 versions of what we are calling Kabobber, which, boy howdy, I know that everybody is going to ask me to make more and more versions of this. So if you do, leave a like and comment down below. It really helps me, and I do love reading your comments. It's one of my favorite parts about being a YouTuber, listening and seeing what you guys have to say about everything I do. So to give a little backstory, I was telling my friend Mike, who is completely blind about every single one of these guys. I was explaining to him what they look like, how they acted, pretty much the whole thing. And he gave me the suggestion saying, why don't you make a bobber that's a kebab? And Kabobber was born. Kabobber, coming from the words kebab and bobber, the delicious lure Pokemon. Kabobber drifts silently across the water like a living fishing lure, disguising itself as an ordinary bobber until something bites. The skewer balance below its body releases a rich aroma that irresistibly attracts hungry aquatic Pokemon from astonishing distances. Fishing trainers commonly keep a Kabobber in their party, with a signature ability, Bait Snare. When in your party, rare Pokemon are able to be found and caught. And if you notice, next to the name, it says Old Form. That's because, kind of based off of the rods that you get in the game, or used to, you don't even get the rods anymore. That is such a shame. We have an Old Form, we have a Good Form, and we have a Super Form. The Old Form is going to be based off of the ancient Legends Arceus Pokeball. The Good Form is going to be a Net Ball, and then the Super Form is going to be based off of the Master Ball. You can see that each form of Kabobber has one extra line to it. So Old Form only has 2 hooks, Good Form has 4 hooks, and then Super Form has 6 hooks. Those lines are based off of Sabiki. For those who don't fish, Sabiki are pretty much a type of lure that has multiple different lines to it and hooks, so you can catch multiple fish at once, usually scully fish. Fun fact, I love fishing. Kabobber is based off of a form of jellyfish. It could be a box jellyfish, it could be a man of war jellyfish. It's very atypical in form, but it is jellyfish in nature. And you can kind of tell that they're not 100% right. They're not Pokeballs. So this is somewhat of a mimicry kind of thing. I can see me making a Kabobber out of every Pokeball that there is. So again, if you want to see that, let me know. More interaction makes me know that you guys want this. And that is it. we now have 5 Pokemon that are based off of Dave the Diver. But here's the thing. There are so many characters that I have not even talked about yet, like Duff. Duff is the best character, by the way. Please, let me make a Duff Fakemon. I have one ready for you. Please. So if you do want me to make more, again, let me know. And this has been just a really fun experiment. To give you a little bit of background information for artists, my typical tool is using an iPad with Procreate, but I drew all of these with Clip Paint Studio on my computer. And that is it. That is the end of the video. And with that, we will add these to the Pokedex. I will see you guys at whatever I do next time. Subscribe, and finally, bon appetit.